Yeah. Okay, we are live, Walter. We are live. I hope you got your big girl panties on, Walter. Let's see the jazz hands. Come on.
No panties tonight.
No panties. No panties. Oh, you're going commando? Command dress?
Whatever you like to call it, yes.
Yeah. We are live. This is episode 253. 253. Yes, of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast, coming to you live from the Strange Media Studios in Gainesville. You've got myself, Hank Strange. That's what they call me. You've also got Walter Keller. There he goes. The Keller Meister is in the building.
Catapult in hand.
Yes. We were supposed to have Devil Dog Gamer on tonight. He's got a family emergency, so unfortunately he can't make it. Hope everything gets worked out. He's a really good dude.
Yep.
That came up at the last minute. Otherwise, we'll be seeing him here. I'm sure we'll get him on again. At some future date, but shout out to him and everyone in the family. Hope everything's good. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to talk about this Arex Delta, which is the news, Walter. I guess every day now when it gets slow leaks from now, Walter, until what is it, 4 months from now when we get SHOT Show? SHOT
Show, yeah, from the biggies anyways, and even some of the not so biggies, but I don't. I like to bring new stuff to SHOT Show, but I'm not like holding it back until I get the shot,
Yeah. Well, I know you were saying off air that it's kind of early for things to be coming out. I think what's happening is that no one wants to wait until SHOT Show anymore, and then your new stuff gets buried. Right? This is welcome to the YouTube social media era.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get this drip for the next next couple months.
It's drip. All right.
I got your drip right here.
Ask Cody Wilson about that.
Yeah, there's a shot for that. There's a shot for that drip.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I was looking at, we were just before we started here, we were looking at stories, and went to the Firearms blog here. L3 win $50 million SOCOM contract for squad aiming lasers.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
yeah.
Actually, there is some good stuff. And see where LMT has got some issues with their guns they shipped to New Zealand.
I think they replaced bolts or something.
Yeah, bolts.
I don't have it in front of me.
Yeah, there's And Silencer Co's got the world's quietest rimfire suppressor, they say.
Allegedly.
Yeah, well.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about that, all those things. Let's encourage the folks out there to hit the thumbs ups. Please do hit those thumbs ups. We need them. Let's see. I'll pull up. Let me pull up a window here and take a look at the thumbs ups counts.
We are
the counteration as I see that Google
35.
Yeah, Google wants everybody to vote.
I saw that.
Except the people who don't believe what they believe. Everybody else.
Yeah, I got it was interesting. I don't know who put it out, but a letter in the mail, not junk mail, but it was junk mail to my daughter who doesn't live here anymore. She hasn't lived at this address in years. She's in New Orleans, but to register to vote. And I'm like, who's sending this stuff out? Is it the Dems sending this out? The Bloomberg type sending it out? Who's doing this?
I don't know. But I mean, who's controlling the Board of Elections here in Florida? Is it Republicans or Democrats?
I don't know.
I think it depends on where you are.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know if that's actually one of those. I like to refer to it as non-denominational.
I think it's county by county.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Each county has their own.
So whoever rules the roost in that county, like West Palm Beach, that's all communism land.
This wasn't from the county. This was like some private organization doing it.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of that going on too. Yeah. Lots of things like that going on. Every town is out there. Bloomberg gave up like $5 million to affect elections and pay for what they call, Walter, digital advertising.
Affect elections? Isn't that like the Russian thing?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think someone should investigate that. But yeah, Bloomberg gave up $5 million.
Bloombergsky.
So, yeah. I hope all of it is nicely wasted.
Oh yeah. Well, the only one, like I said before, the only people that benefit from all that is the people printing all the junk and running the advertising. That's who benefits from all of it. Nothing.
Yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. So, yeah, you know what? Let's before we get into all of this kind of stuff, let's get folks out there smashing the thumbs ups. Okay, sharing the fact that we got the video going on. We appreciate all that. I don't know what Walter's breaking up over there.
Shotgun fell down. That's all.
Okay, yeah. All right, cool. And it made all the right noises. Didn't make the big bang. That's all that counts.
It wasn't like the oh crap moment for me. So that's not.
Yeah. So let's see. We've got Christopher Williams. He's in here at number 1. Shout out to him. The Archangel as well. Special K, STL, Storm Spotter, the Tyven Show. Shout out to the Tyven Show. He's there in the chat. Let's see who else we've got. We've got Richard Hughes as well. Richard Hughes is also in there.
Tactical Sandals. Richard Hughes.
Yeah, he of the sandals. Is Richard Hughes? Is he a Roman? Is he a Roman? Is he Greek? I don't know. We'll have to find out. Armament and Axes as well. Imposter. E-Rock. E-Rock says. Now let me ask you this before I get into E-Rock's comment, Walter. Let me ask you this. This is a very important question. Are you a fan of Willard Carroll Smith Jr.? Are you a fan?
Is this a trick question? Because I don't know who the dude is.
You don't know who Willard Carroll Smith Jr. is?
Negative.
Will Smith.
I was going to ask you if it was that. I know the Carroll part threw me off. Not a whole bunch. No.
Not a whole bunch. No. Okay. No, well, I understand.
Go
ahead.
He leans into that Scientologist thing, but yeah.
Oh, is he? I don't know. I don't know if he's a Scientologist or not. Yeah. I know he's been doing a lot of social media stuff lately.
Yeah, he's not the Fresh Prince anymore, so.
Yeah. Well, he's done a lot of things. He's had a lot of
he's had a lot of success. Yeah, he's a major he's a major star,
He did the rap thing. That's where I first heard of Will Smith.
No hard feelings on his success. He's worked at it. So
yeah, he's dominated the acting thing. Well, he's about to turn 50, Walter. So you got him beat by like 257 years, something like that.
God, I wish, man. If I was that old and still percolating as well.
Yeah, but I think today is his birthday. He's going to turn 50. So the reason for that, E-Rock said that Will Smith is about to bungee jump out of a helicopter over the Grand Canyon live on his YouTube channel. So he's going to be back. So he left us. So E-Rock left us so that he could go see Will Smith bungee.
Well, let me give you a little news. He's bungeeing in the Indian part of the canyon because you can't do that in the park. Yeah, so, you can't do that in a national park.
Yeah, I don't know. I know he invited a whole bunch of people out there. He's going to bungee jump up. Hopefully, they didn't put too much tension in that bungee that it doesn't like bungee and then go too far back up the other way.
Have at it, man.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I'm not jumping out of perfectly good helicopters. I'm not bungee jumping. I'm not parachuting, skydiving.
I've always tempted the parachuting thing would be cool, at least once,
Okay, when we get to 1 million subscribers, we'll go jump out of planes. How about that?
How about that? Go jump on that plane?
Yeah, me and you, we'll go jump out of planes.
Okay.
Catch me outside. Yeah. How about that? Are you down?
Yeah, I guess.
It could happen. It could happen.
Oh, it could happen. Yeah.
It could actually happen.
It could happen.
I'll be 50 in a couple more years, so I'm still not going to do that. Maybe when I'm just really old, Walter,
Yeah, well, you see some of these old guys that do it, like the old veterans and stuff. They tandem jump. They usually don't jump single. But my brother-in-law did that, believe it or not. He did a tandem thing. I think he did it in a Speedo, too, as a matter of fact.
Which brother-in-law? Are we talking about Vegas brother-in-law?
No. We're talking about Hilton Head brother-in-law.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
And he was tied to a dude wearing a Speedo.
Oh, boy. Okay. I don't know. I don't want to know what kind of adventure they were on.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, just don't sign me up for that one.
For that Speedo trip.
I'm going to put on extra clothing. Because the clothing might be padding.
Yeah.
Might be padding. So I would put on extra clothing for that.
Yeah.
So that's going on. Hopefully, everyone doesn't leave us like E-Rock.
Well, I mean, that's a pretty I wonder what his numbers will be from that.
Yeah, but that's going on right now. So shout out to that. Anyone who's out there waiting around for Will Smith to jump out, or after Will's jumped.
If you do go over there and check it out, report back. Okay?
Yeah, come back. Let us know how it was. You know,
was he wearing a Speedo? Was he? You know,
did a toupee fall off or anything like that? You know, was he? Did he do a Will Smith scream? A Will Smith scream is very unique.
Okay,
a very unique scream. So I don't know if he's machoed up his scream in his old age. You know, so it's possible. It's possible.
Yeah.
So hopefully he doesn't get hurt, because I have to see Bad Boys 3. You know, I need to see Bad Boys 3. So
Richard Chu says he'll watch the instant replay.
Yeah, so there we go. So shout out to E-Rock, Ridge Runner, Morpheus, W, Screaming Skull, Saloon, Big Dick Willie. Big Dick Willie is up in here. So let's see who else we got. Ghetto is in here. He says Jello, Moo Butt. It says Puddin' Pops. Puddin' Pops.
Puddin' Pops.
Puddin' Pops.
I don't have anything sweet. I don't have any. What?
No, you don't have anything sweet?
Yeah, I got done eating and I was thinking, man, I have something sweet. Now, whenever I say that, my wife says, "I'm here. I'm sweet. I'm your sweet." So, you know, like,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
That's very romantic. I'm pretty sure Peggy is gonna find something out there for you.
No, yeah. I didn't present that question to her.
Oh, okay.
Part goes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we're talking about the Puddin' Pops because, you know, just like Bill Cosby.
Oh, Puddin'.
Yeah, isn't he of the king? Well, he used to be the king of the Puddin' Pops.
Oh,
yeah.
Jello.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that too. We could talk about it real quick. I mean, you know, what did he get? What did he get? 3 to 10?
Yeah, he can hand the Puddin' Pops out at the cafeteria at the prison.
Yeah.
You know. Hey, come on down.
So what kind of prisoner do you think Bill Cosby is? Because his ass is going to prison unless the lawyers can keep contesting it or whatever. Because I think they put him immediately into custody, right?
Right. Yeah, they probably do take him. I don't know if there's no time served because I don't think he's been in jail locked up. So
we need to pull it up. Let's pull it up here. Let's pull it up and see what happened to the Bill Cosby. While we're here, I know it's a little bit of a distraction from what we're supposed to get into. So let's see here. Sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison for sexual assault. Once known as America's Dad. So his bail was revoked and he was escorted from the courthouse in handcuffs.
Ooh, I wish they do that to Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, so he got a mugshot taken. Oh no, he got a mugshot taken back.
When he first got arrested. Yeah.
That's today. He got the mugshot taken today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's ordered to pay a fine of $25,000 plus the cost of prosecution. And he was booked into Montgomery County Correctional Facility, and will be transferred to SCI Phoenix, a state prison in Collegeville.
Ooh.
Yeah. So there you go, man. So this begs the question, what kind of prisoner is Bill Cosby going to be? That guy who goes in there and looks for the biggest dude and then kneecaps him and then he becomes the boss of the prison? Or is he going to be somebody's bitch up in the prison?
Isn't he 80?
Yeah, he old. He could be a MILF.
Oh, God.
I don't know.
I think he'll mind his P's and Q's.
No, listen, you know what I think? Honestly, it's Bill Cosby.
He's just gonna.
So it's Bill Cosby. I'm pretty sure they don't want news coming back that they put Bill Cosby in prison and he immediately got killed.
Well, he's not a child molester, so that's
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how they look at it.
Yeah, that doesn't mean somebody's not going to want to molest him.
Well, rich rapist, as they would say. I don't know how they look at that, but.
Yeah. So right now there's going to be some people getting paid off, some protection, probably like the Nation of Islam or something like that,
Well,
if you want to be extra safe, you pay off the neo-Nazi, the skinhead dudes as well, so you have layers of protection.
Yeah.
Oh boy, can't be fun. Cannot. There's no way that could be a fun deal.
Not something I want to.
Yeah. If you got Cosby money, why don't you like, get on your submarine and just go hide out for a while? Like, okay, you people want to get me? I'm getting in my submarine.
Hide out.
Yeah, I'm getting out of here. But hey, he took it on. Didn't work out well for him.
Everybody can't be Julian Assange.
Yeah, didn't work out well. So
one thing about Julian Assange got going for him, he's got a lot of shit on a lot of people.
And
it seems like it's a never-ending stash of stuff. So,
okay.
His info or the stuff that he, the information he gets on these government people and everything.
Yeah. So hey, I mean, there you go. That's so much for the Cosby.
Yeah,
that saga will continue. Maybe he'll work out. Maybe in like 10 years, he'll just be real buff. He'll be buff Cosby.
He'll be 90.
Okay, so what? There's still lots of 90-year-olds out there that are buff.
Buff?
There's human growth hormones and stuff like that now.
Where? What? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Sure. I think you should just hand out the Jello, the pudding pops in the prison.
Yeah.
And be nice.
Right. Okay. So he's gonna be somebody. This is like the new orange. What is that thing? What, the orange is the new black or something like that? Yeah. Someone's gonna write a movie or a TV show about this. I guarantee you that. It'll be an HBO special or something.
Maybe he can start making sweaters in prison.
Oh, I don't know. At least he's funny. Being funny in prison, I hope that helps you. It probably does. Yeah, it probably helps you out a little bit. Yeah, it can't hurt. Yeah. So let's see. Who else we have here? I think I said Chris Bullis, Screaming Skull Saloon. Pixamite is here. DCG 44s, All Thumbs, Mossy Oak 600. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up to everyone. Simpson Road, Larry, as well. Rob Avis, Lewis 1911, Key as well. Greg 98K, Jay Brennan, Christian Gress, Corey Williams, Psycho 316, Johnny B, Music Lover. I shoot my AK naked. Says pew pew bang bang. There you go. At least smash the thumbs ups for the good comedy. Come on.
Yeah. Heck on. We're only at 66 right now.
Yeah. I think I have a chance, Walter. I can be the next black comedian who's old to wear really expensive Coogee sweaters and do a TV show. What do you think? Because there's no Bill Cosby's not here anymore.
Yeah, step up.
Yeah. The Stranger Show.
What's on your shirt?
Oh, on my shirt. Oh, check this out. Let me step back here for a second.
Maryland.
Do you see what that is? Yeah, there it goes.
Maryland.
Dual wielding, baby. 1911s. And on the back, I got this. I think on the back there it says US 1.
Oh, you got that down in Key West, huh?
Yeah, got it in Key West, US 1. So I like this shirt. I break it out every now and then.
One of those Teresa.
It's super white, so it's messing up the camera.
Oh. Yeah, I only have, believe it or not, I only have one white T-shirt right now. Mm-hmm. One. I used to have all white because I used to, when I worked outside, you can't work outside wearing black T-shirts.
Yeah, in Florida, yeah, man. White is a cool, yeah.
But then again, you can't work in a shop with a white T-shirt because it doesn't stay white very long. So.
No. I was gonna say it depends on who you are. That's like a symbol of wealth if you can wear white.
Got my SEMA freebie on.
Actually, check it out. Yes, very cool. Yes, that's nice. I recognize that.
Unfortunately, won't be
50 years. 50 years of SEMA.
50 years of SEMA. We were there.
Yeah. And we got the matching watches, which I didn't wear. I sometimes wear my watch that you got me a watch actually.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah. Thank you. I'm going back to SEMA show. Back. You're not going. I'll get you some. I'll get you something, Walter. Don't worry.
You get me something.
What do you want? You want a Lamborghini? Ferrari? What do you need?
Yeah. Oh, we watched last night, or Peggy was watching it, and I just caught the tail end of it. The new Magnum PI. There's a new Magnum PI.
What?
Yeah.
That is sacrilege.
And it had the corniest end I'd never seen in my life.
Wait, was it a movie or was it?
No, it's a television series on CBS.
Was it any good?
the end was the corniest thing I ever seen in my life.
Okay, what happened?
He's chasing after a guy. He's driving a 308 Ferrari, like the old Magnum, you know, and he's chasing after a Unimog. And a Unimog don't go much over 45, 50 maybe. So
wow, just that's high. I thought it was going to be a lot lower.
There was like this high-speed chase. He passes it in the 308, and the guys are shooting at him. He spins the car around to face them, shoots the driver, and then as the truck is going to hit, his buddy in the helicopter comes and he grabs the helicopter, skids and flies off, and the Unimog hits the 308, and they go over a cliff.
And it blows up.
Oh.
So wait a second. Who is playing Magnum PI?
I don't know who the actor is.
Oh, is Tom Selleck even in this?
He is the voice of what's his name? The guy that was the rich guy that owned it.
He's the rich guy. He's not the so there's a butler then.
Yeah, the butler's a chick.
Okay, all right.
Who used to be MI6.
Okay, all right.
I think
so Magnum, she's got a British accent.
I think the Magnum and the chick are going to get it on. So,
yeah. Oh, I was about to say, is she a hot chick?
She's okay. I mean, she's not like what do you call it, like a Victoria's Secret thing or anything. No.
Okay, so who's the black friend with the helicopter, or is that even a black dude?
Yes, a black guy. Yep,
is that like a transvestite?
Nope. He's oh dear, let's not even go there. No, his buddies are still military people.
Okay.
The helicopter pilot's black.
And then he had like the little short dude. There's
another friend there too. Yeah, there's another friend. Yeah. I didn't catch all the. I just caught the very end of it, and I was just like going, "Oh wait, you can't do that. You can't."
So, are we at least seeing hot chicks in Hawaii? Is there plenty of hot chicks in Hawaii walking around in bikinis, or no?
I didn't.
Or is that not done anymore?
Oh,
is that illegal now? It's illegal.
You can't look at them because you raped them by looking at them. So.
Oh my gosh! Oh man.
You assaulted them by just having those thoughts. So.
This is so sad. So very sad. I'm saddened by the sadness
anyways
of this.
It was very it was very extremely like, what did I just watch? What did I just see?
Yeah. Well, you know, it's a thing now to do this.
So he gets done, and they're back at their one of their buddies died or something. It was trying to get the truth out about somebody that died, I think. One of their military buddies. So he's hugging the widow and the little kid. Got a brand new 458 replacement Ferrari.
Oh yeah,
that Robin purchased, I guess. A replacement. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
So let's see. I'm gonna pull it up to see who's like in the new Magnum PI. And because you know that they're doing a Lethal Weapon as well, right? They made Lethal Weapon into a TV show.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah.
Okay. Jay Hernandez is Thomas Magnum. Oh, okay.
They've got some new faces. They're not.
Yeah, it's no one I recognize.
Yeah, I think there's some probably lower budget, lower paid. You know, it's a.
Okay.
That's a way to.
Interesting. Because I know they're also doing Lethal Weapon
as a TV series.
Yeah, there's a TV series.
So who's playing the crazy Mel Gibson?
I think, and I could.
And that's a hard thing to. Set of shoes to fill too. With
I don't know. I'm not sure. I've never seen it, but I think I was looking at something about it, and I think they just added Shaunana Scott. You know Shaunana? You ever heard of that guy?
No, I'm not familiar.
You know, if there's one thing I cannot stand is a dude named Sean. But when you misspell Sean,
Shaunana,
yeah, because his name is. It's Seann. Like, what the hell do you need the extra N for?
What do you need the extra N for? Yeah,
I don't get it. So I always call him Shaunana. Yeah. So I saw something. So I don't know where I saw that. I don't know if I saw that on YouTube or something where he's going on to that. But then I think, okay, so the guy that was playing Riggs, I don't know if that was some other dude, Clay Crawford or whatever, but Damon Wayans is in there. So he plays Murtaugh. And then I think that Shaunana is now in there playing a part or something like that. Or they just added him to it or whatever it is. You know who that is, right?
The Murtaugh?
No, the guy. Let me see. So this guy is Shaunana. That's Shaunana right there. That dude. I don't know. You know, he was. What was it? He was in American Pie. You ever saw American Pie movies?
No.
He was Stifler. Okay, you never saw American. Okay, so folks out there who've seen American Pie movies will reckon he was also in The Rundown with The Rock.
Oh, okay.
Did you ever see that? Where The Rock was in the jungle, the South American jungle, and then there was like a fish that if you pee, the fish swims up your pee-pee. You ever heard about that fish?
I've heard about that for real, actually.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
You got to be careful. If you're ever in the South American jungle, don't pee. Just hold it in.
Yeah.
Wait till you get back stateside. Then you can pee all you want to. So anyway, yeah. So anyway, that's the new thing now, man. They're redoing all these things.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be hard
to.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to do Magnum PI. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
First thing, this dude don't have a stash, man. So.
He doesn't have a stash. Oh, wow, that's a violation. Does he have a beard? Does he have a beard at least?
No, just a couple days of growth. That's all.
No, that's not cool because the dude. So let's say they're trying to be modern. I would assume if they're trying to be modern, the military guys coming back nowadays, they don't all have beards, but they. There's a bunch of them that have, like, especially the special ops dudes that he was supposed to be. So, is there anyone in there with a special ops beard?
No, I don't think so. No.
Oh, okay, that's a violation.
A violation. Violation number one. No beards.
Yeah. If you're gonna be a special ops guy, you survive all this craziness going on in the world. You get to Hawaii, you put on a special ops beard,
and you just let yourself go.
Yeah. You know, you drive around other people's Ferraris.
Yeah, and crash them off the side of mountains.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? Like the old Ferrari is worth more than the new Ferrari.
No, it isn't actually.
Oh, really? That old one from
you can get a 308. You can get it. They're like starter Ferraris, 308s.
Oh, okay.
You can get into you can spend a lot of money for a 308, but you can get into a 308 for 45, 50,000. Sometimes even less, depending on condition.
Oh, okay. That's like the price of a Toyota Camry.
But when it comes time for maintenance, though, you're gonna pass out. So
yeah. You're better off buying new.
If you can't afford to go to the Ferrari dealer and get it fixed, you have no business buying a Ferrari unless you know how to work it yourself.
Yeah.
So,
you're better off buying it new and it's covered for a certain, depending on what it is. Audi, for example, gives I think 4-year, 50,000 mile warranty on everything. So
when we bought believe it or not, when we bought the Abarth. Because they were trying to get back in the market, they had like a 3-year thing on that too. We didn't have really problems with it or anything.
Yeah.
Though the Abarth, the display on the Abarth right now looks like sometimes it's like Klingon. It's half lit up, so it's gonna have to get fixed. But
okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
I know. See, the thing is like all cars nowadays are expensive to fix if they have major problems.
Yeah.
Because you've got a bunch of different computers and all that kind of stuff. So, Richard Hughes says his Hyundai has 100,000 miles on it. Congratulations. Or no, I think that's the warranty is 100,000 miles on Hyundais probably. That's what he means. Yeah, Hyundai Kia has pretty good warranty out there. They don't make a lot of cars that I like. I know the one that Richard Hughes has is pretty cool. So he's got that Genesis coupe, which is.
Awesome. The average person who's using their car to commute to work puts the mileage on pretty quick.
Yeah.
Our Abarth only has like 26,000 miles, and it's a 2012.
Wow. Okay.
So, because it's only a mile from my house to the shop.
Oh, I was about to say that's no kind of miles, man. I already put 13,000 miles on mine.
Well. And unless I take off, like do the Okeechobee thing and stuff like that, but most of the time it doesn't get driven that far. So
yeah. So let me see. Some people are in here. RTS guy, shout out to him. He was at the shoot this weekend.
He's asking if anybody's seen the Star Model B on Classic Farms. I did see that advertisement today. It's like a $300 one or something. I've got the the $198 one, and it works just as good probably as that $300.
That's that pistol, right?
Yeah, the Star B. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're anal retentive and you have to have something that's so perfect, I wouldn't spend the money myself.
Yeah. Vanessa Kitty's also in here. Shout out to her. She's asking about the new Lost in Space, which I watch. It's not bad. It's not bad.
I watched a little bit of that. I got bored with it. So
yeah. Oh, okay. Understood. Wasn't enough tanks.
There wasn't enough action. You know?
Yeah.
A lot of talking.
Yeah. I don't like a lot of sci-fi that doesn't have like scantily clad. To me, sci-fi equals
busty,
hot babes. Yeah, very tight clothing. Yeah. You know, maybe some different like colors, like green or stuff like that.
Oh, the green girl from she's like, ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, but this planet that these people are on, it's like, what the hell are you guys doing?
What's going on?
Yeah. So I don't want to be in that world. I would just skip and go to another universe. Personally. Yeah. But you know, of course, like my first sci-fi stuff was Star Trek.
Well, yeah.
Those are the good old days, man. We're not getting that back.
Yeah.
Those days are gone. Let's see who else is in here. Flopping Garbage, Gorillas and Guns, Tango Hunter, Crackbot, CB, Kenny. We got Kenny Van Cleve as well in here. I think Opt Out of Gun Control is coming in. David Reed. There we go. So anyway, if I missed anyone, let me know. We'll give you a shout out, and we'll get into different things here. So what other news? We covered Bill Cosby. We got that well covered. Bill Cosby is off to the Hooskow.
Yep.
So
see, let's go back here. There was a couple interesting things I saw on the.
We covered Will Smith for all the people who need to know.
All the Will Smith fans on there. Yeah. You talked about that Arex, or did we talk about the Arex Delta?
No, we need to talk about that. Let's jump into that.
Also,
let me share this with everyone. Yeah, what's up?
In that same area on the Firearms blog, what they're talking about. Turkish small bore shot shells. Basically, they make a shot shell out of a 209 shotgun primer. 6mm pipette, like that. Kind of interesting. I didn't know they did that. Yeah.
Okay, looks like Opt Out of Gun Control is still having technical problems, and he's our tech guy. He's a tech guy, yeah. Oh. So I think he's got some audio problems. He's trying to.
Oh, is he coming in?
Yeah, I see him coming in. I don't know if we'll actually get him. If we'll get the audio worked out.
Problems last time.
Yeah, you need to get your audio. First of all, here. Opt Out of Gun Control. If you can hear me.
See this?
What's that?
Need to get you
USB. Well, okay, so that's a good idea, Walter. But here, Walter, this is my first advice to him. Go buy a Mac. Let's just.
And I'm running a Mac.
Get a Mac. Get a USB microphone like Walter showed you. Plug it in.
No, I can't show you the camera at the same time, but this is a Logitech camera.
Yeah. PCs are just too much fighting.
I need a mirror here. Let's see. Can I show it in the mirror?
Oh, I know. That's not working. That's not working. And even the guys who know how to use PCs, which Opt Out of Gun Control is supposed to be one of those dudes. He says he's having problems getting. Don't use Chrome. Use something else.
Yeah.
Having problems using it with Chrome. So, yeah. What can I say, man? This is the thing. Like people keep saying to me, why do you not use a PC more often? And I could build a PC if I wanted to from scratch. My brother Anonymous made sure that I could do that.
Well, I'm looking at the chat on a PC. So,
yeah. I'm not against PCs at all. So, but hopefully he'll get that worked out. So let's see, where were we? Okay, I think I shared it. Let me share this again. I don't know if I shared this, but we can go through this and talk about. Let's talk about this. You've got the article, right, Walter?
Which one?
So breaking, the new Arex Delta announced. This is in the Firearms blog.
Yes.
So if you've been on Gunstagram, let's see who wrote this article. James Reeves. If you've been on Gunstagram this morning, there's a good chance that you've seen the newest model of handgun from the Slovenian military manufacturer Arex, the Arex Delta.
Okay.
The Delta is a polymer frame striker-fired pistol, yes, like a Glock, that has capacity, specs, and dimensions very close to the Glock 19. This is a smart move by Arex, as the Glock 19 has a profile with broad appeal and is one of the most popular handguns of all time. So while it took manufacturers like Ruger, the Security 9, and then Smith & Wesson, the M&P 2.0, years to introduce a mid-size model to compete directly with the 19, Arex is getting down to business immediately.
Boom.
So there you go, and then they show it, and what do you think? How does it? First of all, how does it look? Because we've not handled it, we've not shot it. Probably, I won't be able to do that probably till SHOT Show.
SHOT Show, yeah. No, it looks futuristic. I mean, it's got. Yeah, I mean, there's a video. Is there a video on this thing? I'm trying to think here. There it is, right there. There's a video with a young lady holding the pistol, and then there's one with the firearms blog view. Yeah, I mean, if it, bottom line is how well it works. If it works good, gets the job done, and if it's got a good price point, they'll sell them.
Yeah, the trigger looks a little bit beefy, and we can only like look at the pictures here, right, and say things. It does look, it looks sexy.
A lot of sharp edges. I see.
It looks sexy and all that. How it actually is, how it runs and all that, well, that's all remains to be seen when we actually see it and get it in hand. But if it's a polymer striker fired, same size as the Glock 19 that a bunch of other people are making, I don't know.
It looks like it comes apart. It looks like it comes apart like a Glock. It's Glock in different.
If you're having Glock fatigue, by the way, yesterday we were talking about the G45 that Glock's coming out with. Remember that? Yeah. So I saw, by the way, that there were some people that were mad about that because we, I guess they think we're Glock haters or whatever it is, which I'm not.
No, I'm not.
I like all guns. All guns. Anything you like, you should like all of them.
I won't turn down something as long as it, is safe. I'll take it and play with it.
Yeah. Yeah. So there goes your
one for the library. You need to look at if you're narrow minded and you won't look at other guns, just to look at them and touch them and feel them, see how they work. You're never going to expand your gun knowledge, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about different guns and things like that. So I'm all about that. It's all cool. As a matter of fact, like even yesterday, I usually have some kind of Glocks laying around here or whatever, since I got a bunch of Glocks, but I do like other guns as well.
There you go. I was even having visions the other day. I saw Sarco had a sale on their 1911 kits. So I was asking Babyface if anybody's doing a 1911 80% polymer receiver. He didn't think so, but I think there is a company that's working on it.
Yeah.
And I was having this idea of building another Glock just because.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not a Glock, but another 1911. Excuse me.
Okay.
Just because it's kind of fun to build it and shoot it,
Yeah, all kinds of guns. The big thing for me is I'd like to see some people push the envelope a little bit and do something new. I mean, there's obviously only so much you can do with pistols and things like that. So, and then look, maybe everyone coming out, getting into the space will bring down the price, bring up the quality and all that kind of stuff. So these are all good things for everyone out there. So
it has a different look about it, so that'll appeal to some folks. I mean, Glock is a Glock for the most part.
And then there's people who hate Glocks. So you can go any direction you want to. We got some SIG people out there that are like the Army, like the military. They're all about SIG.
Every manufacturer has its fan base.
Yeah, it's the only thing I can say is this. So if you guys are commenting or have your opinions on things, it's all cool. Just don't be abusive to other people. I was looking at I was looking at the comments from not during the video, but after the video. Someone was really being abusive. I just blocked that person's ass.
Yeah, I mean,
we don't need to really go after other people because they don't like something that you love. That's not.
This is not politics now. Come on, keep it up.
Yeah. Pyro Know It All gave us $2. He says Arex equals a SIG P365 and FNS had a baby. Yeah, and David Reed says there's lots of 80% 1911s. You know, that's true, man. We should
do. There's lots of metal ones, but I don't know if there's lots of polymer ones. That's what I was looking at. So, yes, I could do a metal one too, but you know, I got other metal stuff in the machines running right now. So
you want to do a polymer one?
Yeah, do a polymer one for fun. Yeah.
I was pretty sure that Babyface wanted to do a 1911 we should do something.
Yeah,
we should do a nice 1911 project. Get something popping. Do something fun.
Yeah. I mean,
how many full auto 1911s out there?
It's been done.
It's been done. Yeah. Like, what is it? 6-7 rounds? That goes real fast. Yeah. Unless you make some kind of either a double stacked or super long extended magazine.
Or no, right here, 20 rounder.
Oh, true. Is that a 20 round 1911 magazine?
Yes, it is. Yes.
What?
I bought it to play with the high point with it, actually.
Yeah, that is the donkey's balls right there. That is the donkey.
Yeah, man. If you were running full auto, this would be the ammo disposer. Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. I like that. I like that.
Thanks to our Korean brothers. Yeah.
Yeah. We need one of those for every guy.
We
need one of those for every gun. Richard Portella said Will Smith jumped out of the helicopter.
Oh, good for him.
So congratulations to him. Happy birthday to him.
Yep.
Look, at least when he did Suicide Squad, he went out there and he got some down to earth training, firearms training and stuff like that. So looked like he was having fun.
Yeah, he's probably an anti-gunner. Probably.
I'm not sure where he comes down on it. You said he might be a Scientology guy. I know a lot of the Scientology dudes are down with guns.
I thought I heard that he was, or it was his wife, or the two of them, or what.
Yeah, no idea.
Yeah, because a lot of them will come out and say that that they are where they're at because of the spaceship and all that stuff. So, sorry.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Yeah.
So let's see. Ivan Show says, I need that drum mag for my new 9mm pistol.
You can get one for your Glock. I have one actually. It's not here right now. It's remotely located. So.
Okay, and Richard Hughes gave us $2. He says he's got a router giveaway going on Sunday. He's giving away. I don't know if he's giving away 1 or 2 routers, but he's giving away a router Sunday up on flyingrich.com. For anyone who's interested. So you guys can go check that out, or just click through Rich's link there in the chat and check it out, see what he has going on.
Yep.
Let's see what else we got.
Trying to get his numbers up.
Yeah. So he's giving away a router for folks out there that need routers. They need routerification.
Not a wood router either, a computer router.
Yeah. So there you go. There's a conversation going on about high points. Okay. He says 2. He's giving away 2. Dos.
All right.
Routores.
Those routers.
Yes. Yeah. He's giving away 2 of those. So there you go.
Did I get him fired up on the high points?
Yeah. And then what is this? Walter thinks Tyven got Glock. No. We know Tyven is
non-plastic.
Yeah, he's because there's a thing about that I'm not even trying to get into. I'm not trying to get into it. You guys can talk to Tyven about that one. Yeah. So okay, so there you go. So this is the kind of thing I think it's interesting. Looks like it's going to come in some different colors and stuff like that.
Okay.
Have to get it out there and see how it is. I think options are all good. Oh yeah. As long as we've still got the Second Amendment at the end of all of this, that's what counts, baby.
I want all the different. There's so many Turkish guns too, and some of those Turk guns are the same idea, polymer lower, and they run fine. They work good. I was shooting one of those European American Armory guns at the shoot on Saturday. It works. It's just basically a CZ knockoff. It works just fine.
Yeah. Here's what I'd like to see. And then I see there's some questions, and we'll take questions from people if you guys have questions. This is what I would like to see.
What's that?
I would like to see all the people out there that get excited about the guns that exist, the old guns, the ones that are here now, the ones that are coming in the future. Hopefully you guys all go vote and think about who you're voting for, and vote for people who are pro Second Amendment. Because if you don't, you won't be able to get any of this stuff.
If you don't, you won't.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
Let's just keep that in mind.
And get registered too, because the time for that coming up is ending real soon. So.
Yes, and if you can, I don't know if did we close early voting in Florida? Not early voting. Getting the ballots, like getting the ballots out so you can get your absentee ballots. You know, that's often a good way. I'm not telling everyone you don't have to. You can vote however you want to.
Yeah.
But absentee ballots are a good thing because you can sit there and look at everyone and research them. And then
you can't use that excuse that you forgot or you're too busy or you're this or you're that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay.
So I have forgot before, not on the main election, but on some of the smaller ones. It's like, days I was like, oh, crap. I didn't go and vote. It's like,
yeah.
So
please vote, guys. This is really important, especially now. The liberal, left, communist, socialist. Whatever you want to call it, takeover is going into full effect. Lots of money. Money's gonna continue to be rolled out here. So we can look at all these things, but realistically, next SHOT Show could roll around, or the one after that, and none of this. Will you be able to have access to if these guys get their way? So just keep that in mind. Isaac Diamond Walter says gun safe company recommendations.
Oh, wow.
Do you care what gun safe you use?
Of course there's Liberty. Liberty is, I guess, American made stuff. I guess it depends on your budget,
Yeah. Budget, how many guns you want to store. Right.
I mean,
where you live.
Yeah, you can, how you're going to get it in your house or where you keep it at. Some people don't have the means to move it around themselves, and they'll have to pay somebody. Keep that in mind. Even if you get a small one or a relatively inexpensive one, they're not easy to move around by yourself. So keep that in mind. If you got to pay somebody maybe the company that does it for you will deliver it for free, Yeah. But
or not expensive delivery costs.
Yes.
Along with that. Yeah. So
keep that in mind when you're out there looking.
Yeah, I have moved safes with Lola before. It's not fun.
I'm experienced. I have experience moving heavy stuff with hand trucks and stuff, so it doesn't scare me. But because I used to tote around a lot of refrigerators and things like that. But with the proper equipment, it sure is a lot easier than doing it with a cheapo hand truck. So
yeah, I think try to think about what you're looking for. I know there's the ones that have like a fire rating and can stand a certain amount of time, and things inside will be okay. You've got all those different kind of issues. You may have to secure it down to the floor. Right. So there's all these kinds of things you have to consider. I don't particularly have what I have is Liberty. I think your stuff is Liberty too, right?
No, I don't have a Liberty one.
Oh, okay.
I got some cheaper ones. Say that.
Okay. Yeah, but there's lots of different things that you can use.
Right. You don't necessarily have to have a safe. I mean, but I'm not going to tell people what to do or not. But anyways, so just take that in consideration when you got to move it and install it and where you're going to put it and how are you going to fill it up as soon as you get it with everything you've got already?
That's how it goes with safes.
I take all the shelving out of the safe. I don't have a safe with any shelving. My stuff is stacked. They're stacked like this.
Yeah. You don't have them in the cases or in the bags or anything like that either. Right?
There's no. If you do, I mean, I could have them in the soft bags, I guess, but that takes room too. So, and then once they're in there, you never know what's in the bag. If it's in the back, it's like really. They look for your guns. It's like then you got to completely disassemble the whole thing. So,
do you use gun socks?
Nope.
No, you don't use those either. Okay. Nope. Yeah. So you got to consider all these things,
Yeah. I need more storage space actually. So
yeah. Do you want lights in there? Do you want a dehumidifier? All that.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on you. Well, yeah. Those kind of things are all things to consider. We were speaking of lights. Let me see if I can reach it without unplugging here. Something that works really good for lights.
Yeah, Isaac says he also needs it tall enough to fit a SHTF 50.
Oh, shizzits. All right, well, let me just tell you this. Luckily, with the upper lower, you can take it apart and break it down. 22-inch upper with the lower was like 48 inches tall. And when you go to the 29-inch, if you want to keep it together, it's like 53 inches. So that's a lot of space.
Yeah.
One thing I use that somebody else turned me on to is these LED. They're like magnetic back, battery powered.
Yeah, so you could just put those anywhere in the safe, right?
You can use it Velcro or you use a battery, boom, stick it in. And, you're not spending tons of money and they're really bright. And they're at Walmart, I think these things were like $3 a piece or something. So
okay, David Reed says just hang a diaper in it. I guess that's to absorb the moisture. I never thought of that. There's lots of. Have you ever tried that?
No, I haven't done a diaper, but there's those containers of the moisture absorbent stuff you can buy like at Lowe's or Home Depot. They work.
Yeah.
I've got those in a couple of the saves at the shop. So
you
have to change them every once in a while and get new ones, but so
yeah. There's so many different solutions. Like there's these beads you could use now for the moisture in there. This also depends where you are. It depends on where the safe is. Right. If it's in your home and your home is usually air conditioned, but then you're keeping the safe closed. So you might want to do a little something, but you don't have to go super crazy. If the air conditioning is always running, there's a whole bunch of different things that come into play.
Yep.
So Richard Hughes says rice. David Reed says
I put rice in the salt in the kitchen, like in the salt shaker. I put rice in the salt shaker.
Yeah.
But
I carry my revolver. Says rice as well.
So
there you go. Big Dick Willie says he uses those. DCG44 says Nebo lights. So there you go. RTS guy says silica packs.
Yeah. And you can take people always, when you get everything you buy, like from China or places, has those little bags of silica in it. A lot of people just stash those things and put them in one container, and you just keep using those things. So,
yeah. And Johnny B says buy one with built-in lighting, so worth it.
Okay.
So yeah. There's lots of different options out there with the safes nowadays, and you can go non-traditional with the safe. You can use different things as long as you can lock them as safes, as long as you can keep people from getting in there and stuff like that, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, I even thought about taking this room I'm sitting in and putting the door on it, and
making the whole room,
just put it where I can lock the whole freaking thing up.
Oh yeah. Now you can get those. You can get big doors also, like safe doors.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be nice if I was going to build a house. I'd build a room just for that, like a safe room.
Yeah, but if you're going to do that, you might want to bury it too. I know we can't do basements here.
Man, I'd love to have a bunker, man. Ooh,
Make a bunker. Make a bunker.
Yeah, that's like the ultimate man room is the man cave is the bunker.
Yeah,
you go down there. It's super quiet, and just get away from things.
Yeah, I see 13C Gun Reviews in the chat. He says Costco has a 2-pack of Everdry, that recharge in a wall outlet overnight. I think they were about $15 for the pair, rated 300 square feet area. I actually use those. Yeah, whenever they change colors and then you plug them in and it recharges.
Oh, okay.
So there are a lot of options out there. So it just needs to fit your budget, all of that. If you don't have a big budget, you can go buy those locking cabinets that you can put a lock on.
Yeah.
Use those things.
Like I was saying before, if you got space, you can use a job box like they sell like at Home Depot and stuff, and put your stuff in a job box and lock it up, and you can fit a lot of guns in a job box. So.
I've seen someone using, the mechanics toolbox that has trays that pull out. I've seen people using that. Yeah,
you could do that. And you can always run if you're worried about somebody getting into that, you can always run a cable around it or add some additional locks to it and stuff. Yeah. The only thing is you want to make sure they can't roll it off. Dude going down the sidewalk with your box,
Yeah. So it all depends on the situation that you have going on. David Reed says stick a Connex in the ground.
Well, the Connex you can't bury. They're not designed to have that weight on top. That's what I understand about Connex containers. So can't go crazy with depth on a Connex.
Can't you use old school buses? Aren't they designed to carry weight?
Yeah, but not weight on the roof.
Oh, okay.
You have to be careful with that. Dirt, especially when it gets wet, is really, really heavy. So, if I was going to do a bunker, and the ground was dry enough, I would do a concrete one. Just get it poured.
Okay.
I mean, that would be to pour the floor, pour the walls. But There's lots of different ways to do it. You can do it out of steel. You can weld them up out of steel too and put them in the ground. So
yeah. Yeah. So flopping garbage says stack on. You know, there's a whole bunch of different options. So yeah.
Yeah.
You know, bunker, that's
bunker.
a dream right there. Everybody should have
escape
a bunker.
Tunnels and air shafts.
You know, food storage. All kinds of things in there.
It's never ending once you start. Yeah.
Yeah. CB says steel reinforced concrete. Look, you know what's the perfect thing, Walter? If you could buy a silo. Yeah. We didn't do silos in Florida, right? There's no silos.
No, there's no silos in Florida. The water table's too high.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you might where I live here, I've never done a test to see how deep I could dig. But if you go down off where I live down to the lower part of town, you dig 5-6 feet in the ground, there's water in the hole, you know. So up where you live, you probably get pretty good size, because the water table is probably pretty deep there.
Yeah, it's we're higher. We have higher elevation,
and you've got plenty of room where you could have your bunker and kind of hide it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I would probably use those shipping containers, but I wouldn't go all the way down into the ground. I would just put them in a little bit, maybe put little hills over it with grass and stuff like that, so my goats could be up there.
Right,
get those little gun slits, you know, like with the flaps, and all of a sudden you just see a bunch of guns coming out at you, you know, and the goats are like, "What the hell is happening?
What the hell's going on?" Yeah. Well, that won't go on. Your dog would be running in front of the gun then because they're shooting.
Oh, yeah. No, we'll have to keep him inside of that thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, and the thing is, man, if I really had my evil genius hat on, I would make zombie goats that eat people. That would be awesome. That would be the best security.
You forget one time to come out and take a leak, and then zombie goat would eat you.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
There's options.
Let's not mess with Mother Nature like that. No.
Yeah, no, we don't want to cause the zombie goat strain.
You heard about you've probably heard about, you know, they've been for years they've been talking about when they find the mammoths, the frozen mammoths, where the tissue is still viable, you know, cloning the mammoths and reintroducing the mammoths to the Siberia.
Yeah, you could probably do that from the core of that. Is that a mammoth tusk?
This is a mammoth ivory, yeah. But, you know, when they find the frozen stuff out there in Siberia while they're looking for gold they're looking for tusk in Siberia. I guess that's really progressing a lot faster than because there's been advances in all the cloning stuff between the Russians. I guess the Russians, the South Koreans, and the Japanese are all working together to get this done. The Russians want to actually open like a Jurassic Park kind of place. Yeah.
But, you know, we're going forward. I'm just pulling this up now because I'm going to throw this up so you can see this. You could read through this. It's kind of in the vein of what we're talking about. I wasn't planning on talking about it, but
yeah, I don't know. We're going off.
And then I'll throw it in the chat for anyone who wants to see it. But I thought this was it. Sometimes we go off on tangents that are interesting. Like yesterday, we talked about the guy at in New York City in The Lion King that was 3D printed a gun.
Oh, yeah.
And then I see other people bringing that news up today. But
okay, well.
So check this out. Malaria breakthrough. Disease-carrying mosquitoes wiped out. Sorry. What's up? What are you doing?
I had to close it out because I was getting the credit card ad for What's-Her-Face was talking to me.
So
one used to be married to Ben Affleck.
Okay. I think she still is.
No, they're not.
No? Okay. So malaria breakthrough, disease-carrying mosquitoes wiped out in major lab experiment. So scientists in the UK have eliminated malaria-carrying mosquitoes in lab experiments, touted as a breakthrough in the battle against disease killers.
Malaria.
So they're using gene editing technology where they can actually edit the genes of the mosquitoes, and then it wipes them out. Genocide to the mosquitoes. So, you know, that's never going to go wrong.
Here we go again. I'll be down here in a second here.
Oh, what? Did you have to restart everything?
No. I just closed that. The window, when Fox News, the window pops up in the slide with the actual video. I usually don't watch the video or read the stuff instead of that because I don't want to hear the advertising.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, lab experience touted as a breakthrough in advanced killer disease. Well, you know, before they banned DDT, malaria was under control in a lot of places, and you know they banned DDT because they said it was killing everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, to find out this woman who pioneered that drive to ban DDT had no scientific proof that it was doing what she said it was doing. So as a result of that banning the DDT, tens of thousands of people died needlessly, we'll say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was just kind of an interest. I heard that story one time, and I'm like, okay, well the tree huggers, you know, like one of it's like Freon. You know, the whole story about how Freon's taken away the ozone when there's really no scientific proof that Freon was doing that, but a lot of companies made a lot of money as a result of it.
Yeah. I think everything affects everything else, right? That's
when you affect the mosquito, which you know it's terrible, and mosquito does the malaria. What's it going to affect down the stream or up the stream?
Yeah.
You know?
There's always going to be something affected. If we go, look, we're doing as human beings, we're doing a bunch of damage to the planet or whatever, and we just do a gene editing. That's already going on, by the way, to people.
Yeah.
But let's say we do that and get rid of people. That also messes the world up.
Well, you know, because
everything affects everything else.
Every time they do something like that, they don't think about how it's going to affect something else, or they don't. It's not. They think about it, but they're like, it won't hurt nothing, you know.
Yeah.
Until later on, they find out, oh yeah, well, it did hurt something.
Yeah.
Too late now.
Yeah. Look at like this over the weekend when we were at Ares and you had the love bugs. For anyone who doesn't know, these love bugs are some I don't know where they came from. There's a legend in Gainesville that they came from Japan and the University of Florida brought them here to kill off the mosquitoes, but I think that's nonsense. I think somehow those love bugs came over on a plane or something like that, and they're harmless. They don't do any damage to anything. But these things, they spawn up like twice a year, right, Walter?
Yeah. Well, what they do damage too is the paint on your car.
Yeah, because basically the love bugs, if you don't know, look this up. The love bugs, they look like big flies or something like that, and they're kind of like humping each other. And so they're flying around like two of them connected like this, humping.
The only business they do is each other. They don't bother. They don't do nothing else. Yeah.
But while they're doing this business, they smash into your windshield. And if you ever see this, it's a mess. It's a mess if you know.
They can be thick sometimes. So
yeah, if you look this up, I've looked it up before. There's like a whole there's a whole thing about this, the love bugs. Let me see.
Yeah, I don't know where how they got here.
Okay, so I'm going to pull up Wikipedia real quick. Love bug, Placia neritica or something like that, is a species of marsh fly found in parts of Central America and in the southeastern United States, especially along the Gulf Coast. Also known as the honeymoon fly or double-headed bug. During and after mating, adult pairs remain coupled even in flight for up to several days. It is so annoying. It's so annoying. The species was first described in 1940 by D.E. Hardy, but was seen in Louisiana as early as 1911. So they've been here for a long time. It didn't come from like
University of Florida.
Yeah,
because there was no university. Well, 1911 was the University of Florida. I think so.
I think wasn't it 1918 or something?
Yeah,
early 19. Yeah, love bugs larvae feed on partially decayed vegetation and landscape. In this respect, are beneficial to humans. Adults primarily feed on nectar from various plants, particularly sweet clover, goldenrod, and Brazilian pepper.
Oh, see, Brazilian pepper is not natural either.
Yeah. So here's folklore. This is all on Wikipedia. Urban legend holds that love bugs are synthetic, the result of a University of Florida genetics experiment gone wrong. Much speculation about the love bug still thrives. This is particularly because the larval form of this insect is seldom seen, as it lives and feeds in the thatch of grasses for most of the year. While various fungi are suspected of being natural controls for the species, biological control of these non-pest flies is not a priority for funding.
No, it's not a.
Yeah. So research by L.L. Boschman showed that migration explained the introduction of the love bug into Florida and other southern states, contrary to the urban myth that the University of Florida created them by manipulating DNA to control mosquito populations. So that used to be an urban myth, and it still is when it comes to the love bugs. But who the hell knows when these British scientists, because now they can edit DNA. So what do you think that's going to mean? Moving forward. Get you some edited DNA. Yeah. You know, what is the world going to look like in the future? Maybe it'll be all women. They'll just edit the DNA and the dudes won't exist anymore. And the women will run the world and it'll be so peaceful and quiet.
Wanda, come here, Wanda.
So,
yeah.
Anyway, the thing is, those things are so annoying it's like twice a year we got to deal with it here, man. You drive around, they mess up your windshield, mess up your paint job.
Stick on your paint. Yeah. Bless their heart.
Totally annoying. Totally annoying.
It's like the red tide, that happens too.
Yeah, the red tide.
Water, yeah.
You mean that's not Rick Scott?
No, that's not Rick Scott. Gosh,
you can't blame Rick Scott for that one?
No, you can't blame Rick Scott. You can't blame sugar. You can't blame... There's I guess, if you go back in Indian writings and stuff, there's they mentioned the red something or other in the water. So yeah, it's not. It's hot as fuck. That's why
it's called nature, people.
Nature, yeah. So
yeah, nature. Oh, I don't know why it's like all of a sudden really hot. Nature. I don't know why it's so cold because of nature.
Yeah, you're surprised when you
doesn't stay the same. It's not predictable.
All you folks who live up north, when it gets really cold and it's like a blizzard, and everybody's like, "This is the worst ever." No, it's not the worst ever. It's just.
Check this out. I just found this. This is interesting. I'll throw this up here in the chat for folks to take a look at that. And we could talk about this. Or do you want
the rifle made for students?
Yeah, modular weapon systems prototype designed by Russian students.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, the modular design of the rifle is supposed to allow switching between different calibers and build an SMG, assault rifle, DMR, or LMG in a matter of barrel, bolt, and magazine change, according to the information published on this project's webpage.
I like that.
So on September 9th, while reporting the Gunsmiths Day event in Ishevik, a Russian TV channel showed non-firing prototypes of a modular weapon system designed by the students of Kalishnikov Ishek State Technical University. Is that actually a thing? You can go to Kalishnikov State Tech?
Yeah,
Walter,
well, I mean...
You got to go to Russia and go to this.
Working prototypes, funny. Yeah, I mean, well, because the Russians understand that stuff,
Yeah, so it looks like you could switch out.
Let's go to college here and learn how to be politically active.
Yeah. By the way, I have there's a modular setup like the MGI makes.
Yeah.
The modular setup you can change. You can change all the
AR, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, you can go from AK, AR, you could do like 308, all kinds of different things. MGI Industries.
Okay.
The guy whose dad worked with Stoner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
that's Bushmaster guy too, I think, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. So this looks like you could change out the stocks in the back. It looks like you can use different magazines and you can use different barrels.
Right. No, I like that. That's cool.
I think modular has its uses.
Yeah.
So there you go. Very cool.
It's not, if you look at it, it's not earth shattering what they're doing as far as the way they're doing it, but the fact that they're doing it is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now you notice one thing now?
What?
Their handguards are all key mod.
Oh.
So someone's got to tell those Soviet, those Russian students that net on the key mod.
M-lock.
Net on that. Yeah.
Yeah. M-lock is the future. M-lock is, I'll bet you right now, that's going to get people going.
Oh, yeah.
Just let us know out there. Are you M-lock? Are you key mod?
Yeah. Or you just don't give them.
Yeah, you don't care. You don't use it. Your handguards are all wood.
Are you for whatever's on sale?
Yes, true. That's another good one right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is interesting.
Whatever's the cheapest, that's to say that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting.
That's a good article. I'll have to pass that on to Chris that works with me.
Yeah. So, and then Lola shared this one with me. Governor Cuomo signs law allowing medical marijuana for pain management. So, New York State Governor Andrew Cuomo signed into law a bill to allow medical marijuana to be used as an alternative to opioids for pain management. Earlier this year, the Department of Health added opioid replacement and opioid use disorder to the list of conditions that qualify a patient to be prescribed medical marijuana in New York. This new law formalizes these previous changes in policy and legitimizes a medical professional's prescription. So you can, I think New Yorkers could use a little bit of ganja. Not that they don't smoke. There's a lot of ganja already being smoked in New York, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah. Well,
so now they could just get a prescription and they don't have to get in trouble. But you said about this, Walter, what's your warning to people on this?
ATF don't recognize that stuff, so don't lie on your 4473.
Yeah. Let's see. So we're getting people going in here. We've got, let's see, who, the Archangels. Let's see. Wow, there's a lot of comments on this, so I got to scroll back. Okay, Kiaski says M-Lock. Mubat, M-Lock. CB, M-Lock. Johnny B, don't care. Special K, M-Lock. Psycho 316, I don't care.
I don't give a flying. Yeah.
Kenny Van Cleve goes, whatever's cheaper. Archangel, M-Lock. PCB, don't care. Greg 98K, he's funny. He says, I'm Velcro. I mean, hook and loop.
The Velcro fly.
Yeah, Johnny B says he has several of both. James Lawson says M-Lock. Rabbit 0317, don't care. James Miller, M-Lock. Christian Grest, M-Lock. DCG 44s, M-Lock. Let's see who else we got. We got one Red Bear, who you know.
Yeah.
You know very personally. Red Bear says Keymod.
Yeah.
Get that shelving out of here.
I'm gonna vote M-Lock.
Yeah, there you go.
And I have Keymod stuff too, but once again, now that somebody said that it looks like shelving, whenever I look at it, I think that. So
yeah. So Red Bear ruined it for you.
Oh, well.
I'm M-Lock, so So there you go. Let's see. Richard Hughes says caliber of mounting fluid. Don't know what that means.
Let's see.
So
David
someone
Reed said duct tape.
Yeah, David Reed, duct tape. Let's see. 187 Hyde, M-Lock. Let's see. We got lots of M-Lock. So
SpongeBob duct tape. Adam Smith, 86.
Yeah, Wolf Stonehead says boobs work.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, you can have,
Yeah. James Miller says there was a test and Keymod failed before M-Lock. Mr. 1MOA, M-Lock. So the people have spoken.
Yep.
Somebody said M-Cock. Okay. Mr. Bullshitter, M-Lock.
M-Lock, yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. I guess M-Lock.
Before M-Lock was there, Keymod was like, all the rage, and then they had a choice, and I guess it was tested against the Keymod and the M-Locks.
Yeah, I mean, I've got both at this point because if you've been a gun guy for a while, you've got both.
I do too. And let me tell you, the amount of things I have attached to these things is very, very, actually almost nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So, just me. Everybody's got their thing. So, but most of my handguards are just handguards for me. When I can still look through my eyes, I can still see.
Yeah. So check this out. I think this probably came from Richard. Jimmy Kimmel suggests cutting Brett Kavanaugh's penis off if he's confirmed.
Oh, God.
ABC late night talk show host Jimmy Kimmel took to the stage on Tuesday and jokingly suggested that his compromise to the battle of Brett Kavanaugh's Supreme Court nomination is to chop off the judge's pesky penis should he be confirmed. Oh, you know what, Jimmy Kimmel? Start with your own, dude.
Yeah.
Chop yours off. Come on, be brave.
Yeah,
Be the new man for the new world, and
be the leader. Be the leader. Yeah.
These guys are getting real. It's really bad. I mean,
and especially because there's actually for both of these accusers, there's absolutely, positively no proof, no witnesses. They can't remember when, how, who, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So you're guilty, or you're without even, this is not a Bill Cosby thing where there's 60 women saying he did it. They've had to pay these ones and drug them up from someplace.
And yes, I think you're right. What happened with Bill Cosby is a little different. This was kind of like a hidden secret.
Yeah, people always
not a hidden secret. That's like oxymoron. But this has been a secret in Hollywood for a long time that Bill Cosby's been doing these kind of things.
Yeah. Just like the other dude, the producer guy.
So just desserts on that case. But here, there's nothing credible.
Nothing, zero. And a lot of this stuff has been proven. It's a story, like a lie story. So it's like, no.
Yeah, this is the reason why more and more people are turning away from traditional media, traditional entertainment. These people are sick. There's something wrong with them. He can't realize, like, he himself doesn't know what he is saying.
He's a bitch.
If tomorrow someone goes out there and drops a bomb on him, he would be the first person to run away before his stuff gets chopped off or whatever.
Right.
But he's happy to suggest doing it. It's like we're like back in the Salem witch trials right now, man.
Yeah.
I was watching Tucker. Tucker had something to say about this, and he was like, the real shameful part of it, and it's kind of something that I'm always trying to say to people. I don't know if anyone's getting it. Republicans are almost like going along with this bullshit. They could just stop this crap.
That's what I said. Who's in charge there? Republicans are supposed to be in charge. So there comes a point where you just say, you know what, enough of this crap. And you address those Nancy Pelosi and the hook-nosed guy from New York. You tell them, look, some bitch, we're done with this.
We're moving on.
Enough of this monkey business. And use those words just like that. Let them go riled up. Enough of this monkey business. We're moving on. So get a life. Drag out. And if this, she's going to come out, she's got to have it to her thing, no guys, no this. It's like, fuck that. Come on, bring it out. Come on. Bring the woman, bring these women's out. Let's interrogate them. Oh, well, that'd be not fair. And this, you're being hard and all this stuff. And it's like, yeah, right. Of being hard. Cause you're being hard on somebody's reputation,
if something happened so long ago and nothing was done about it,
he's been confirmation for this. He's been confirmation for that. Confirmation for this other stuff. There was nobody raped then.
Yeah. Well, this person is not saying she was raped.
Oh, sexually assaulted. So sexually assault is like if you just rub into somebody. Is that sexually assaulted nowadays?
Right. Well, I don't think this rises to the level where we hold up the rest of the people in the country. I'm just telling you, the rest of us need to move on from this situation. If Supreme Court is something important to people, there was an election, the people voted, someone's president, people got into office, they put this guy up. Let's move on, because if things swung the other way, you don't want everyone else holding up, making false accusations and doing everything possible to hold it. If this is the new normal, we are done for.
And when I say we, or the Republicans, when they brought up, when Obama had his two women, the two leftists that they put into the thing, we didn't do this stuff. We didn't call them lesbians and you did this and you did that or whatever they are. I don't know what they are. But
yeah, because we're not using the tactics, but maybe we need to. Maybe we need to use the same tactics. Maybe they would like this when the shoe gets on the other foot.
I believe I was hearing somebody else say that this hearing things they have, there's no place that says you have to have a hearing.
Yeah. Can you imagine? I'm sorry. Can you imagine if, let's say, we go back in time, right, to when Obama was the president? And someone on the conservative side, on the Republican side, got mad at Obama and said, we should castrate him. What would have happened in America?
Well, you a slave owner. You acting like a slave owner.
The media would have lost.
Oh yeah, they would have lost
shit.
They would have been fighting to get their face on the thing.
Yeah.
You know,
so and you know, hey, whatevs. Now everything is switched around, and these guys are saying there's no credible evidence of anything like this that this man did. He's in his own way, he served his country as a judge. He's been out there for a long time. He had to like get up and talk about his personal stuff about you know, when he lost his virginity and all that. And these guys, it's not enough. They're like, yeah, we need to chop things off. Well, when people say shit like this, when it drops on them or their friends, then they need that same treatment they suggest for people.
Yeah, let's how did Nancy Pelosi have a Chinese communist working in her? Or was it? It was Feinstein. Feinstein, however you want to say her name, had a documented Chinese spy working for her for 20 years in her office. Oh, no big deal.
No big deal. It's not a scandal.
No problem.
What are you talking about? That's normal, Walter. That's normal, dude.
No problem. Nancy Pelosi.
You don't have any Chinese spies working for you. Everyone does it.
Yeah. Nancy Pelosi, her husband, her family, they have winery stuff in California, from what I understand. Supposedly, you know, there's been illegals working for them too. No big deal. Nobody cares. Yeah. How about did you hear the news today that a fishing boat off the coast of Maine or Massachusetts, an illegal that was working on the boat, went nutsoid and killed somebody and stabbed somebody else on the boat?
No, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that a sanctuary state?
Already been deported once, I believe.
Okay.
You know, one of the guys who works for me has been trying to get car insurance. He's checking out car insurance, and some of these places want an astronomical amount for car insurance. You know why car insurance is so expensive?
Why?
Because of all the fucking illegal aliens riding around killing people and crashing cars and doing stuff. Everybody,
someone's got to pay for it.
Somebody's paying for that bullshit. Why do you think it's so expensive to go to the hospital? Well, aside from the government being involved, it's because thousands of people aren't paying a dime. So when I go to pay, it's like, oh fuck, you know, okay, here's $15,000 for 4 hours.
Yeah. Yes, so, we have a ton of problems that we refuse to fix properly.
Build the wall,
and that's why that's why we have these issues. I actually had a friend that went through that. He got into he didn't get into a car accident. Someone ran into him, and he was in a coma for months, and he had to have all this reconstructive surgery, all that kind of stuff. There was no insurance on that person's side because, like you said, they weren't here. All this stuff was fake, and basically, and crazy enough, they just got up and walked away and were never seen again.
Oh, imagine that.
Yeah. So
I think this guy on the boat, if I remember I was reading about it. He had been something about. There was some court stuff and he was released or something like that, or I don't know what it was. But anyways, he shouldn't have been here. So one person's dead and somebody else is messed up. And then they had to call the Coast Guard and a German cruise ship that was close by had to come take some of the people and fix them. You know, the doctors on the boat and everything. So yeah, you know. Anyways, that doesn't have anything to do with it doesn't have anything to do with Kavanaugh, but it's it's the same people that resist all this stuff are resisting him. You know, we don't need it. It's time to. I don't know what the answer is, but
we need to get things straightened out. The thing is, I don't really see a light at the end of the tunnel where things really get straightened out because politicians, no matter what side they're on, they're not trying to straighten anything out for anyone. So.
These ones that are pushing 80 and that stuff that have been there for 30-something years, like the Bill Nelson types that don't do anything except vote the party line, and half the time they're not even there. They'll need to go. To go away.
So I see. All right. So let me see. Did you see this thing? I just put it up in the chat about Smith & Wesson.
Oh, what do we got going on?
So, there's like a shareholders revolt going on at Smith & Wesson and other companies that are publicly traded.
Nuns.
Yeah. So it says Smith & Wesson loses fight with nuns and other shareholders on gun safety proposal.
What would they like to do?
Yeah. The maker of Smith & Wesson firearms lost a prolonged fight with religious groups and other shareholders. I think there's teachers, all kinds of stuff included in there. Don't know why they're invested in this company, who have been pushing it to consider a plan to help reduce the harmful effects of its products.
How do you All right, that's like me making bullets or bazookas for the military, and then so, well, you know, you shouldn't use those things because you might hurt someone. You know, it's like
you need to make some kinder, gentler bullets.
Well, let me tell you why.
When someone's trying to rape you, rob you, kill you,
yeah. Well, you know, let me tell you why that these teachers and nuns and all this stuff, because you know there was a time back a couple years ago that you couldn't these Smith and Wesson and stuff were like growing like crazy and making money, and now that they're not, you know, it's like, oh, you know, let's see, religious groups. Oh, geez. All right, well, you can cause Smith and Wesson to become kinder and gentler, and then you'll end up with no stock or nothing in your 401k because they won't be making any money.
Yeah, they're gonna go down the drain.
Yeah,
which is you know, if these people are actually going to invest in it to take it down, that's like a new level of stupidity.
Well, yeah, because they're going to take themselves down.
Yeah, and the rest of us don't have to do that. There's companies out there. No. Oh, please, Smith and Wesson. Oh, please, please start doing this.
Yeah.
You know, no, these are tools.
Why
tools that we need in the world, and we want them to work when we need them to work, and we need them to be highly effective in those moments.
Yeah, I don't need more safeties and more regulations and more warning labels on the side of my firearms.
Yeah, DCG44 correctly says that Ruger has a similar issue, and those people got Ruger to agree to it. So you'll see all of this filtering down through Ruger and Smith and Wesson coming up. Yeah, you know, you're gonna be able to rock and rule in here, Walter.
Rock and rule.
Yeah, man. Because when these guys are controlled by you know, when they're controlled by shareholders that are willing to cut off their own penises to spite their faces, you know.
Yeah, bless their hearts. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry. I know the only thing they could do is maybe they can keep sending the ATF after you. Yeah. That's the only thing.
No comment.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure they'll try that. So
no comment. But yeah, you know, I don't get these folks. You're going to invest. It'd be like investing in an oil company and say that you need to start making batteries.
Yeah, to bring it down.
That's not what we do best. Like going to McDonald's and saying, stop making hamburgers and start making tofu.
Yeah, you know what? People will get fat off of tofu.
You know what will happen to McDonald's though? It'll go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Anyways.
What do you think would happen? Like, do you think that we can live in a world where we can legislate people eating tofu or becoming vegetarians or whatever it is? Do you think you can do that?
Nope.
No, you can't do it.
Nope.
Okay. People will just be out there and they will find meat.
You can't legislate people not using drugs. How are you going to legislate?
Yeah. And by the way, we don't even know a lot of these things. We don't even know. We don't even know whether all these things are healthy or whatever. So
we as a species are designed to eat meat, a varied diet. We're not designed to eat. We're not vegetable eaters. We're not grazers. We're not cattle. We are meat eaters. So, and we're at our best performance when we do that. So.
Yeah, Brian Quick has a question. He says, "Where can I meet Hank if I'm in Gainesville area?" So there you go. If you've got my number that I put out there, you can hit me up. I'm typically here in the studio, which is located in Gainesville. So you can hit me up. You could probably stop by here. You know, that's one way of doing it.
Yep.
So that number is out there in a lot of different places.
Yep.
You know.
Who's eating tuna? David Reed asked.
Who's eating tuna?
Who's eating tuna? Like the fish, or like tuna?
And in case you don't have it, there it goes right there. Boom.
Boom.
That's my number. Boom. Right there. Freeze frame it. Hit me up. Boom. Follow the instructions.
Yeah.
You know, if you hit me up, I'll send out instructions and stuff like that. So if I'm here, I do travel from time to time. But if I'm here, I'm usually here in the studio working pretty much most of my day. So that's how it goes. Let's see. What is going on here? What else is I'm trying to see, was there any other gun stuff that you wanted to get into? Did you see so this guy, Cody Wilson?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He resigned from the company.
Out on bail, though.
Yeah, Defense Distributed. He's out on bail. He resigned from the company. Right. And Paloma Heindorf is now the new director of Defense Distributed. So
let me ask a question. I got a question.
Yeah, and by the way, she's invited to come here on the show. Talk to us about it.
What do they sell? What do they make? What do they do?
They make trouble.
What? Yeah, I mean, what? I know there's been
threatening. Do you want to look it up right now and see where it goes to?
Yeah, I mean, I'm rolling. Right now, I'm scrolling through the Firearms blog here to see if there's something else.
Yeah, let's see if there's a Defense Distributed. There's a defensedistributed.org.
Okay.
Let's see. That's the only thing that I see. I know they have like a they set up a fund and stuff like that, so you can help them fight. Basically, that's what the website looks like to me.
Oh.
Yeah. So
let's see here. How much does that sell
basically for? What it is for people out there that want to show support. Did you want to talk about this? Because I know that people last week were asking me to talk about this, and I think we have a little bit of time here. I'll throw this in the chat for you, and I'll throw it for the folks. I really didn't want to get into this, but I'll get into it, I guess, since it is a gun-related thing, and there's people that want us to have a conversation about this.
Boy.
Do you want to take a look at that link I just sent you?
Yeah. Let me take a look at it.
Yeah. So here, I'll read the head. So this isn't the truth about guns. This goes back, I think, to last week. Father and son both armed, shoot and kill neighbor over trash dispute. In this extremely disturbing video out of Abilene, Texas, a heated dispute over the disposal of a mattress leads to gunfire. The shooters, Johnny Miller and Michael Miller, have both been charged with the first-degree murder of the third man in the video, Aaron Howard. Howard apparently had a baseball bat, not obvious in the video, but it was otherwise unarmed. And you can look at this. His wife was there as well. Did you get a chance to look at this video?
I didn't look at the video, no.
Okay.
I know what's going to happen. I started to watch it, and it's like, oh, somebody's going to shoot somebody.
Yeah. So while Walter's looking this up and we're talking about this, please, guys, give us the thumbs ups. Let me see if I could check real quick and see where we're at with the thumbs ups while Walter is looking into this.
Okay.
Craziness that is going down in Texas. And then you guys can let us know as well what you think about this whole thing. I know there were several people that requested me to talk about this. So, I figured we'll get into it now. We've got over 110 thumbs up. So thanks to everyone out there for hitting those thumbs ups. We appreciate it. So, when I looked at this footage,
I'm sorry.
Oh, you still looking at it?
No, I got to turn the volume off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Gorillas and Guns says his wife is doing the filming of this. So that's the reason why she's not trying to show that her husband's wielding a bat. So, I did read this story. I did look at the video. It appears that this is... I don't know if this was a trailer park or what kind of housing situation was going on here, but there was a dumpster. And then the guy and his wife that got into argument with the husband, with the father and son, what happened was they put their mattress in the dumpster, and then the father and son took the mattress out. They put it back in the dumpster. They took it out. Then they got into a whole big fight about it. He's a pretty big guy, and his wife started rolling. I don't think he initially had the baseball bat. And the father had a gun in his hands out, and the son had a shotgun. And they were just going back and forth with each other. I think the bigger guy said that he was going to kill them. Something happened, and then they both shot at this guy. And then the wife, they made her get down on her knees. Like they put a gun to her or whatever, made her get down on the knees and all that. So now the father and son are both being charged with murder. When you look at this situation, Walter, it seems to me like perfect storm. Perfect storms.
Perfect stupidity.
Yeah, perfect storm situation going on where, first of all, badassery goes out the window when someone's armed, you're not armed. You can't, a baseball bat to a gunfight, not going to help you. Right? So when, you know, I don't know if the mattress was being in or out of the dumpster was worth dying over. Apparently, they were saying that their kids were also there, so they got to see all of this. There's a lot of stuff that went wrong. You know, the wife was recording all of it. Not necessarily a bad thing, but she wasn't telling her husband to chill the hell out. If someone already has the drop on you, and there's two dudes with guns, and they have the drop on you, and you don't have a gun, and you can walk away, walk the hell away.
Over a mattress.
Yeah, walk away.
Okay.
Go ahead.
First thing is the guy with the that's with the baseball bat, and then you got the two with the guns. They're gonna, you know, it's like it's the perfect. We said the perfect storm, the perfect set of idiots. I mean, you're gonna shoot somebody over a mattress. You're gonna fight somebody with guns over a mattress.
Yeah, really? There's a whole bunch of things that are going on. First of all, I don't know what the laws are in Texas. We're not lawyers or anything, but if they already had their guns drawn, then I don't know if that's really defense, right? Because they're immediately showing it. I know here in Florida, you can't go walk into a situation with your guns drawn.
Yeah, there's no,
you know, because now you're brandishing, you're trying to threaten people, and that itself is considered a threat, etc. Right? But so let's say they were afraid of this guy. I don't know why they kept taking the mattress out of the dumpster. Maybe they wanted to put other stuff in there, and the mattress wasn't supposed to be in it and all that. They got into a fight. Okay, if they were worried about the guy and they're in an opportunity to walk away from him, they didn't do it. They didn't walk away. The guy didn't walk away either. You know, if he had his family there and everything, he should have had the reason why, if he wasn't in immediate danger, to stop the badassery and walk away and stay alive. His wife didn't do it. The minute he got shot and he was dead, I think then she realized, like, oh, maybe my husband can wind up dead here. You know? So there's lots of things that went wrong here in this situation. This is also a reason why I always say to people, always be armed. You know what I mean? Yeah, and a baseball bat's not going to help you in that situation. But even if you're armed in a thing like this, where nobody has to die, just walk away. If you got to call the police or whoever it is that's in charge of the dumpster, do it.
Garbage? Yeah. You're fighting over garbage?
Yeah.
You're going to spend the rest of your life in jail? I mean, in my world, you'd get those two guys both be hung, just to be done with them. Because
there's no winning in this. They killed someone that they
out of the gene pool. Those two, and then you got a dead guy.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like, was it worth all that over a mattress?
No, of course not.
And garbage?
No, this is not why. This is not why we want to be able to defend ourselves.
I mean, you know,
this is not the reason.
No, you know, I don't want to. That's not the reason I carry a gun. So I can shoot somebody over a mattress and garbage.
Yeah,
you can call a popo and they can come and deal with the mattress and the garbage, you know, or call it whatever, you know, but not kill somebody over it. So.
Yeah, but one thing I will tell you, people out there, no matter how badass you think you are, if someone has the drop on you, it doesn't matter who is wrong and who is right. If someone gets the drop on you, and what I mean by the drop, right? This is tactical, and I'm not a super tactical person. This is like obvious tactics. If people have guns drawn on you already, okay, you're not armed, and it's a stupid ass thing like this, and they're letting you walk away, your wife's not in danger, your kids aren't in danger, take your family out of danger.
Over garbage.
Yeah, don't die for a stupid reason like this. And then on the other side of that, for those people, you know, if you're able, if you have the guns drawn, okay, and that person's not doing, like, let's say you feel like, oh crap, my life is in danger, and you do something, and that person is not immediately attacking you, don't stand there and get into like who's the most badass right now.
Retreat.
Yeah. Because lots of things could go wrong here. You know, what if these people had other family members?
They could have shot everybody.
Yeah. What if they had other family members and stuff like that? Someone who has sense, who rolls up and sees you already guns drawn on their family member, if that's someone they love, they're not going to, while you're bullshitting around, they're going to take you out. So there's so many things that went wrong here. Yeah. And for them, they're alive, but now they're going to forever have to deal with this whole entire situation.
Now, we have to deal with them in the system. You know, another burden on the system with these nut jobs that do this kind of stuff. You know, another cost, another someone to coddle, someone to, you know, once again, these kind of things, these people do stuff like that, and there's videotape, man, I wouldn't, it's like guilty, boom. See, have a nice day.
Yeah. This to me, I don't do this thing for like all the badassery or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll tell you something. There's not a lot of serious guys out here that do this for the badassery. The people who have guns for the badassery part of it, and not like, I wouldn't classify those as real gun guys. Yeah, you know, we all do stuff with each other all the time. Sometimes we argue and whatever with each other. We don't get into this kind of stuff.
If I'm at my shop and I see somebody dumping illegal, am I going to go out and confront them with a gun? No. I'm going to call the police. First, I got video camera running, so I got them on videotape. I'm going to call the popo, and they're going to deal with it. You know, I'm not going to go out and say, "Hey, what are you doing?" Blah, blah. You know, it's like, you know. Now, if they're messing with my car or something, they might do that, like a robbing or something. But I'm not gonna go out there. If there was 3 or 4 guys doing something, I'm not going to go out there and confront them, and you know, and try to get into a fight. You know, it's just not. It's not productive.
Yeah,
it's not. You know, you never know what can happen. Next thing you know, they're pulling guns out and shooting you. So
yeah, absolutely. And when I watched it, my first reaction, I don't know, this is just like instinctual reaction. You know, the wife wasn't trying. Like, I can understand why the guy who looked like a really big, tough, badass dude. So he just didn't want to back down for any reason. And the wife was not trying to say, hey, just chill out right now. These guys have guns.
No, she was too busy videotaping.
Yeah. You know, she didn't think about it until that moment when that trigger gets pulled and those rounds leave, you know, the barrel, they are irretrievable. You can't get them back.
Yeah. Well, so, you know, once again, you had 2 fools with guns and you had another fool who was trying to be an over garbage. That's the, you know, over garbage, over or mattress garbage. Yeah. Really?
Yeah. You know, and this is a community area. So anyone who, if you go look at this thing, this is not like necessarily like a property thing of them being on each other's property and all that kind of stuff. I could tell you. I've gone through situations when I first moved here and I lived in West Palm Beach. There was a guy who came from New York. And he was a total asshole, man. This guy was always messing around. Like, he would. I lived in a private community, and my house was like on the cul-de-sac. It was on the corner, and he would park his car on my grass, even though he had his own garage. It was a street. Right. Like I said, it was a cul-de-sac. He could have parked in the street. He would park on my grass, and we would get into stuff, you know, because I didn't want. Like, why would I want him to park on my grass?
Park on your own grass.
Yeah, he can park on his own grass. So we always got into things, and he constantly was like messing around, and the cops had to be called there several times. And even they told him, they were like, look, we keep coming here because you're doing things and you're even threatening this guy. This is Florida. Something, you know, could happen to you if you keep doing this. Right. But here's the thing. Even that, to me, that's not a license to do something to somebody.
You're not going to shoot somebody because they're parking your car in your grass.
When I thought about it, I was like, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to get into this and do this to this guy and take him out in front of his family and do all of this kind of stuff unless I absolutely 100% have no other choice. But this is what I have to do. Because once you do that, there's no going back from that situation. You know, sometimes it's just better to leave people up to their stupidity. And if they continue being stupid with other people, because once you get into this, there's no way out of it. So when you do it, you want to make sure that it's that in like later on, I'm not saying to overthink it, but if you're not in danger, you don't need to do it.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. And there's just certain things that it's just not, you know, it's just not worth doing. So that's what I think happened here. It's terrible, you know, regardless of their situation and who they are in life. These kids saw their father taken out right in front of them. Now you've got like, you know, a father and son in jail dealing with charges and all this kind of stuff. This is stuff they have to deal with for the rest of their lives. So, you know, if we can avoid getting into these type of situations, I think we want to avoid it. The whole reason of being able to defend yourself is when there is nowhere else for you to go to. So,
yep.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Did we cover that?
I think you did. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I don't like talking about that kind of stuff, you know, and I don't like the video and all of that. I don't like seeing these kinds of things happening to people. It's not fun.
Yeah. Well,
you know, so, and I hope that people would learn how to bring situations. Do you remember, was it last year or something like that, where there was a young, like these kids were fighting in the street and this guy came up and made them stop fighting? Remember that? I think it kind of went viral on Facebook.
There were some black kids that were like going at it, and they were like,
they were
"What
just,
are you doing?" Like going, "What are you doing?" You know,
he just stopped him. He's like, "Why are you guys doing this?" Yeah, he called me a name. He did this thing.
What are you doing? Yeah, and it's like, you know, and that things like that escalate. Next thing you know, somebody killed somebody over that.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
Once again, there's somebody dead. There's somebody in jail. You know, it's like, no, this is stupid stuff. You know, you're gonna beat your chest and do that. You can beat your chest and be dead. You know, I mean, what good is it? You know, where you know, that next thing you know, that family with the dead husband, it now is on welfare or on public assistance, and you know, and that's minor in the big scheme of things, but it isn't minor in the biggest scheme of things. It goes on every day in this country where people do stupid stuff, and other people have to pay for their stupidness. We have to pay for everybody's stupidness. So think about that when you're beating your chest and you're going to go.
You know, it's a lot like the Hatfields and McCoys, right? What were they fighting about?
Well, I don't know about that. Yeah. That's a who knows? Somebody killed somebody and somebody's going to kill them back, and it's going to kill them back, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Yeah. Human nature. This is what I tell people all the time. So.
Yeah. Oh, well.
You know. So let's see. All right.
Let's see what else. They are screwed up. Yes, they are, Lynn Holt.
Yeah. So the in the case of the Dallas police shooting, that police officer, she was I guess she was indicted. And then she was fired. So, but I think the charges are manslaughter.
Okay.
So, you know, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, it's a mix up.
I think there's a lot deeper things going on here. Maybe we'll find out.
But we don't have the full story. So
yeah,
there's got to be more going on. You don't wander into somebody's apartment on another floor, thinking it's yours. You know, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I don't think that. I think when this first came out, I'm still stick to what I was saying then. Everyone should not be a police officer.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, there's certain things that we have in our society. I don't think we should I don't think any jobs, right, should be given out like on some kind of crazy ass scale where you have to have this many white people, this many black people, this many men, this many women, this many gay people, this many transgender people. I don't believe that. I believe that we need to find the right people for
the best qualified people.
Yes, for the job. But I think especially when it comes to serving the people, it is even more important that I don't care if that best police officer is gay, transgender, whatever. It does not matter to me. If that is the best person and they are qualified and they're trained and they have the temperament to deal with this, then that's who needs to do that job.
And they pass the psychological examination.
Yeah.
Yes. No worries.
Yeah. We need to get back to that.
Same for our military.
True indeed.
Same for all jobs that require people to be the best. You don't want, didn't you go get a lawyer? Do you want a lawyer just because he wanted to be a lawyer and there's a quota to fill? No, you don't want the lawyer that's there for that. You want the lawyer that knows his shit and mean and good,
Yeah.
So.
Well, and I was looking at a clip of Joe Rogan. I don't know. You don't look at Joe Rogan, do you?
No, I haven't watched.
No. So I was looking at a clip recently, and I think he had, I forgot the name, it was like Atlas or something. One of the guys that trained Mike Tyson back in the days. You ever watch Mike Tyson fight?
Yeah.
Back in the days, it was a thing to see, right?
Right.
An amazing thing. But this guy, I guess, trained Mike Tyson and then he fell out. And the clip that I was watching, somebody here probably saw it and remembers who it is. I was just going through stuff and like something about the way this guy was saying this struck me. And he was saying that of all the fights that Mike Tyson had, he thinks he ever really only had like 5 fights in his life, and he lost all those fights. You know, and he was saying that like Mike Tyson was such a machine and knocking people out and all that. Right. But anytime someone pushed back against him and he was like in a real fight, that's when you found out. And the whole point he was making is like there's only one way to tell a true warrior. And when you said lawyer, he said the same thing. You can only tell like a real true lawyer when you actually get in trouble.
Yeah.
Not the normal trouble, like the trouble where something goes wrong, you know, where it's not working the way it's supposed to work.
Yeah. Yeah. You want the, when it comes to that stuff, you want the most aggressive on it, grab a hold of it, gnawing on it, you know, gnawing on the opponent until you get what, you know, try to get what you need, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. A true fighter. So
yeah.
I think that's this is the same thing. And you don't find this out until that person is actually put under the test, until they come under stress. There's other ways you can see whether or not before you put them in a real life situation, what's going on. There's all these things that you can do. And then you can put them in real life situations where they have other people observing them and all that. And they can see whether or not they have the thing to handle it. And, you know, I think typically for me, what I would say to what he was saying that goes outside of that is that being a lawyer is a profession that a person has. Being a boxer is a profession. But being a fighter, being someone who is really capable of dealing with this kind of stress and going into these situations, that's the thing. Not everyone is really truly capable of that. And you see it, you know, you can see in people, no matter what happens, you can tell the people when things go wrong, they react properly and they're grounded, you know, and it's chaos around them, but they're focused and they're dealing with everything. And then you can see the people that black out and have no idea what the hell's going on and what they're doing.
Yeah, everybody's, you know, I'm not a lawyer. I don't want to be a lawyer. I don't want to be a boxer because that hurts.
I would think if anyone had a head to take some blows.
No, I don't want to beat my head up.
No, you don't want those blows. No. It's too big of a target.
Everybody's got their fighter thing, you know. I know when I get competitive when I like you know, driving, even like, you know, just goofing around racing go-karts and stuff with other people, all of a sudden it turns on.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the competitive, I'm going to get that son of a bitch then, you know. So that some people that happens to, and other folks it doesn't, you know. That's you.
Yeah.
You know,
I've seen you go into like fight mode.
Yeah, when it's like I compare it like hunting. You know, when you're going in for you're hunting the hogs and you're going in for the kill. The dog's got there's chaos going on. You gotta shit or get off the pot. You gotta do it. You know,
you gotta be focused.
Yeah, right. So, you can't be like, oh shit, I'm out of here. You know, it's like, you know, you can do that, but you won't be going hunting again. So. Whether it's car driving or hunting or it's fishing, some people are real competitive fishing, playing pool, whatever your thing is, you know.
Yeah, I think people have natural proclivities to doing things.
Right.
You know, and that's the beautiful thing about the world. And I think if we try to like fake it and force people into things, that's what's slowing down the development of everything.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to say to people, no, you should be an astronaut because you're this sex and whatever, and we want to prove this to the world. So you should be an astronaut. That's not.
No, when that lunar lander was out of control coming down the moon, I don't want somebody to go, ah! The guy that was in charge, which I think it was Neil Armstrong, if I'm not mistaken. One of the guys, I forget who it was.
Mm-hmm.
He did the shit that a test pilot does, you know, and they figured it out, and he saved the thing and landed the thing, you know. Yeah. You don't want somebody to freak out, and the only reason they're there is because they're a chick, or the only reason they're there because they're this or that or the other. No, you want the best. You want the best, cool hand Luke kind of guy that there is when it comes time for that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it'll be anything. I mean, in a firefight or anything else. I mean, you're gonna have people that freak out and leave and huddle, and you're gonna have the guys that dispatch the enemy. You know, with no prejudice, and well, you know, without a second thought. And those are the kinds of people you want in those situations. So,
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I put something up there. I'll take this one. We'll handle this one quick question. Someone's asking us about the new SIG Tread rifle.
Oh, also one thing I just saw on Fox News, kind of off a different subject.
Okay.
Sons of Anarchy star dies after being found unconscious at 48.
Which one?
I didn't watch that show, but I knew of it. Paul John Vasquez.
Paul John. What was the name again?
Paul John Vasquez. Vasquez. Yeah, Vasquez.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I never saw Sons of Anarchy, so yeah. Okay.
It wasn't one of mine. I knew what it was about, biker gang stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
That doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah. It's never cool when someone kicks the bucket in an untimely fashion. You know.
Oh, the new rifle.
Yeah. So this SIG Tread M400.
Free flow handguard. Okay, looks like a lot of the same stuff. Okay.
It's got M-lock.
Okay.
Ambidextrous controls.
So what are we getting excited about here?
Yeah, I don't know.
It
looks got like a Magpul stock.
Looks like another AR-15. Just by SIG.
Yeah.
Which is nothing wrong with SIG stuff.
No, I have a SIG 516.
I
don't know if I have it here.
SIG 556 and an MPX and MCX and a
yeah. So I don't know.
Rattler.
Yeah, whoever asked us that question, you can you can tell us what you think about it. I think, hey, it looks.
It's got an interesting handguard. The way they didn't put holes in the whole thing. They kept it just out front.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks like another AR.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
unless there's some really cool feature that we don't see here.
Yeah, and the only thing that we can do with this, I don't know if it's suppressor ready. It looks like in the pictures I could see suppressors on it. No,
there's a can.
No, it has a muzzle. Yeah. But it looks like the base thing has a muzzle device on it. I'm trying to see if this is it piston or I'm trying to see if it's piston or it's gas impingement.
Well, couldn't tell you for sure. I was looking.
Yeah,
it looks like impingement. So
yeah, I would say that. You know what they say, it's tough to mess up an AR-15, but companies still do it. So, it's the kind of thing that you have to handle it and mess around with it and see.
Well, let me just make a wild statement here. Is there another government contract coming up for a plain old AR-15?
I don't know.
Is there a military assistance thing coming up? They need a plain old AR-15.
Yeah.
You see where Colt was given a big contract for military assistance to foreign countries. Yeah, they're on the government welfare. Yeah, Colt is. Yeah.
So from my point of view, is there's lots of options out there nowadays for ARs, and I think it's up to you. What are you looking for? How, does it have the things in there that you want immediately? Are you planning on getting it, modifying it?
Okay.
All that kind of stuff I think comes into play. So,
yeah. No. I mean, like you said, there's so many choices in the AR world. I mean, you can go on for days, and never find what you're really looking for.
Yeah.
For very long, and then you think, well, I like that. No, I like that. Okay.
Yeah, and I think for me, he says so Liberty Life says I like the concept in them coming out with don't tread on me as a message to the gun grabbers. Okay, I get it. So he likes the packaging, the marketing, and what's on it, I guess. So I see. So yeah, it does have it has a new variation of the don't tread on me. The snake and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And just don't pay too much for that. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, if you like that and you want to support that, I think, hey, go for it.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, I got T-shirts that say the same thing. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We all believe in it. If you want to support the cause, I say go ahead.
Yeah.
Do
Once
it.
again, with ARs, you can have any handguard, any color, any this, any that. It's just so varied.
Yeah.
And if you get tired of having that, you can put something else on it.
Yeah. After you had a certain amount of ARs, now you'll be probably looking for something different. So if you don't have any and you're getting in and you want to get in this way, You know, nothing wrong with that. But I think after a while, like for us, we might sound a little bit jaded because we're looking for different things. We'd like to see these guys push the envelope, innovate a little bit, you know.
That's why I think right now we've went this big circle, and now we're right back where we started with retro AR-15.
Because what is old is new, right?
Because if you're okay, I've seen this stuff. I mean, I've been watching this AR thing since I was a young one, back when the pyramids were being built. And
you said it, not me.
I had to say it before somebody else said it. But you know, back when I first started looking at looking at, oh wow, check it out. That's what you had. You had an AR, you had a retro AR-15, and you didn't get a lot of choices. Now you can get everything in underneath the sun. But then again, where do you get the retro AR-15s now?
Yeah.
There's not that many out there. So now that's why they're coming back with these different companies. Because, hey, look, there's a triangle handguard. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I think it's the nature of things, right? Yeah. We can look at the Corvette. So there's some people out there that want the new mid-engine Corvette because they want to see Corvette do something different. This guy, you know, I like to see it all-wheel drive a lot. It's crazy.
But I mean, I'd like to have like a 67 or 66 Stingray too.
Yeah, I think someone told me the year for the Stingray would be the 33. I think that's the split window.
Yeah, I mean
63, right?
Oh, yeah, that's another one. Yeah, I remember a time when I was growing up, my uncles at the time, one had a blue one and one had an orange Corvette, basically the same model, one of those Stingrays. Now probably worth a lot of money, but yeah, that's what I like to see in a Corvette. But you know, everybody's got a different thing they want, so.
Yeah, absolutely. So you got to think about you and what you want in this and where you are versus like where we are, where other people who might come down on you for that are. You decide what you want to do, how much money you have to spend, etc., and you get into it. You know, in my opinion, if you got to build something, if you don't have the money, you want to build something, it's good to go. What's up, Walter?
With an AR-15, if you get tired of looking at one handguard, you can take it off, put another one on.
Yeah.
Richard Hughes says, what footwear did the Egyptians have? Sandals.
Yes, what's he trying to say? He's the Egyptian? He's Egyptian.
Well, you know, he's doing on the sandals thing, you know.
Yeah,
so. Tactical sandals.
Yeah. Don't bring sandals to the range and not expect people to say something about it.
Oh, and I was looking at my own little video. I had shorts on that day. I didn't have long pants on. So.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I had shorts on. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, you were so numb from the pain
no.
that you didn't know whether or not because I remember you asking that yesterday.
Yeah, it's like, did I have pants on? No, I had shorts on. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so cool. Listen, we're over the 9 o'clock hour. You know, let's wrap it up here, and then you know, obviously, I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know when we'll see Walter again. Maybe we'll see him later on in the week or something.
Yeah, it might be later in the week. Yeah.
Yeah, I know he's got stuff to do. So, Walter, tell us what's going on with you, man. What kind of stuff you got?
Cutting those Strebog or cutting those Zoidberg adapters for the back of the Strebog. Right now, they're on the machine. SA, what are those things? SP9A, I think it is for the Strebog, but I can't pronounce it. Making those, making the rods for the SIG brace tail hook adapter pieces. They're coming off the machine. What else is going on? After these, the Stroberg ones come off, we're going to make HK ones for the MP5K, Picatinny rail adapters, and then we'll be making some more CZ ones, and just stuff like that. You know? All
right, awesome. So, and then Walter's got stuff going on his social media. What's your social medias, Walter?
Facebook, Instagram. I got to get the Twitter back up. I haven't been doing any Twitter stuff lately here, but
okay.
And I got some cool pictures to post that I got today from.
For me?
No, well, from you.
From Tank. Cool. Oh, shout out to Tank.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tank. Yeah. So you guys need to go follow Walter on Instagram because he's approaching 10,000 followers on Instagram.
Yeah. X7 Studios.
Yes, X7 Studios. Everyone go out there. It's X7 _ Studios. Yeah. So go out there, follow him. That's someone who he sent Walter some pictures and videos. Same thing with me. Really cool guy. Our friend Tank doing a lot of good stuff out there.
Yeah, there's me rocking the RPK.
Yeah, so, very nice picture.
Really cool pictures. Yeah.
So go follow that, like that guy. You'll see Walter will be posting up some pictures from him, and just make sure, we'll make sure that we tag him when we do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, making the donuts, man. That's what we're doing. Making the donuts.
Making the donuts. Yeah. You better trademark that, because Dunkin' Donuts is not going to be Dunkin' Donuts anymore. The donuts is dropping out.
Really?
It's just going to be Dunkin'.
Dunkin'. Oh,
yeah.
Hey, and for those people that are waiting for 50 cal stuff, things are being worked on. So
on the way. Okay, cool. On the way. All right. So I want to thank everyone that helps us do this show, all the people that support us on Patreon, Patreon/Hank Strange. Of course, if you look down there, you'll see Safety Harbor Firearms helps us to do the show as well. Franklin Armory specifically sponsoring the podcast that you guys see going up.
The sticker is on the back of the lathe now. It's on the sticker,
sweet.
board.
Okay, yeah. Take a picture and tag them in it.
I will.
You know, and of course, we want to thank all the other people: ATI Outdoors, Andrew's Custom Leather. Okay, Fort Scott Munitions.
Fort Scott.
We've got some stuff coming out with those guys. Thanks to everyone here in the chat joining us, hanging out with us, giving us the thumbs ups. We appreciate you doing that. Once again, hope everything is good with our friend Devil Dog Gamer and the rest of the family.
Yep.
We will see you guys mañana on Wednesday for more hilarity.